demo or inventory module. It's introduction to inventory. What is the inventory module? So when we are going to work on the inventory. Inventory is a item master organization. Item master organization. So why we called inventory as item master organization means always we are going to define the items into the inventory module. Always we are going to define the items into the inventory module. Basically there is a two types of item types, right? One is the buy items and second one is the make items. So already in the purchasing already we defined different type of the buy items. Okay. So we created that items into the inventory or in the purchasing also, right? So maybe whenever we create items into the purchasing, by default that are all saved into the inventory module only. Okay. So and make items also, you are going to making the item. So that after making that item is also updated within the inventory module only. So inventory is item master organization. Always we are going to maintain the item. So whenever we'll create a quantity to that item. So along with the quantity, the item is updated within the inventory module. After completing any transaction in any other module, item transaction in any other module, finally the on hand is updated within the inventory module. Finally, the on hand is updated within the inventory module. Under one particular operating unit, we can have multiple inventories also. Inventory is nothing but one location where your operating unit is located. Always we are going to define the items at location wise only. Always we are going to define the items at location wise only. So under one operating unit, for example, our operating unit is a TCS. Where the TCS is located in India. TCS is located in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai. All these are the inventories only. All these are the inventory organizations only. In one inventory, we can have a one sub inventory or more than one sub inventory. Minimum one sub inventory is mandatory, and maybe we can have more than one sub inventories also. All the sub inventories are created inside the inventory organizations. So items also, we have to keep our item at sub inventory level within the inventory organization. Okay. If you want to work on the inventory, compulsory, there is some different mandatory steps are there. What are the steps? The first step is compulsory the accounting periods are must and should in open status. Inventory accounting periods. Why? Because so we are going to do the different type of item transactions into the inventory. Like you want to create a new quantity to the item, or you want to create a extra quantity to that item, or you are going to moving the quantity from one inventory to another inventory, or you are going to moving the quantity from one sub inventory to another sub inventory. There is a different type of transactions are there. Okay, so whatever transactions you completed, finally, okay, the transaction details are updated within the inventory module. After that, you are going to check on hand availability of the item into the inventory. After completing the transaction, you can check on hand availability of the item into the inventory module. Okay, so we always create the items and we have to assign some different type of attributes. We have to assign some different type of item attributes also. Basically, in the inventory module, there is a 4 types of item attributes. There is a 4 types of item attributes. What are the 4 types? The first one is a lot control. Second one is the serial control. Third one is the revision control. And fourth one is the locator control. These are the 4 type of item attributes into the inventory module. These are the 4 item attributes into the inventory module. According to the requirement, you are going to assigning the attributes to the items only. According to the requirement, we are going to assigning the attributes to the items. Okay, so lot items using only especially some different companies like especially using the pharma companies and food processing companies. And serial controls also use some other companies. Okay, locator control, division control. All these are the controls are maintained at two levels, item level as well as the organization level. All the controls are maintained at two levels, item level as well as the organization level also. Okay, so in one inventory, we can have a more than one sub-inventories also. In one inventory, we can have a more than one sub-inventories also. Suppose if you have more than one sub-inventory, see that is inventory is Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, where the TCS is located. Located in the different locations. That locations are called the sub-locations are called the sub-inventories. Okay, we always keep the items at a sub-inventory level only. We always keep the items at a sub-inventory level only. Okay, so now these are the two sub-inventories. Okay, so in between the sub-inventories, we can move the quantity also. Okay, sometimes the sub-inventory people require the item. At that time, the second next another sub-inventory people are going to send the item to the sub-inventory only. Okay, that is nothing but a sub-inventory transfers. Sub-inventory transfers. Okay, so we can do the sub-inventory transaction also. Means moving the quantity from one sub-inventory to another sub-inventory within the one inventory organization. So in this sub-inventory transfers, there is no item details. Like we need not to specify any account details, and there is no accounting information is mandatory. Okay, whenever any sub-inventory people requires the item, and next another sub-inventory people are going to moving the quantity. Here we need two sub-inventories. One is a source sub-inventory, and second one is the destination sub-inventory. So whenever the items need by the destination people, then the source people directly transfer the item to the destination only. Here there is no accounting information, any additional information is not mandatory. But sometimes the destination people asking the items, they requested the item. Okay, they requested the item, they enter the item, it's like item name, quantity, how much quantity they required, and when they required the item, everything they create a one document. Okay, so they have to prepare one document. The document is called the move order. Move order is a one type of requisition. Move order is also a transferring the quantity from one sub-inventory to another sub-inventory. But in the move orders, compulsory the system asking some accounting information. In the move orders, the system asking some accounting information. You must and should give that information. Okay, so the move order is one type of requisition. The move order is a one type of requisition. What is the requisition? Requisition is a requirement document. Whenever the destination sub-inventory people require the item, they create a move order. Again, as the move order, those people are going to transfer the quantity to the destination sub-inventory only. And also in the inventory, we are going to create different type of the miscellaneous transactions. There is a two types of miscellaneous transactions are there. The one is the miscellaneous receipt, second one is the miscellaneous issue. What is a miscellaneous receipt means? Suppose if you want to create a quantity to the item or additional quantity to the item, at that time we are going to create a miscellaneous receipt transaction. So create a new quantity or create a additional quantity to the item. Okay, at that time we are going to create a miscellaneous receipt transaction. But if you want to move the quantity from our inventory to external locations, our sub-inventory to external locations, so we are going to use this miscellaneous issue transaction. Whenever we issue the quantity is going out of our inventory. Okay, so and also we have to move the quantity from one inventory to another inventory also. Under one particular operating unit, we can have different type of the inventories. But sometimes we have to move the quantity from Hyderabad to Bangalore, Bangalore to Chennai, Chennai to Mumbai. Means one inventory to another inventory also. How we can move the quantity from one inventory to another inventory means here we are going to create a shipping networks. Shipping networks. Why? Because so here the long distance is there, right? Go to create a shipping networks to moving the quantity from one inventory organization to another inventory organization. Okay, so these are whatever the transaction you completed. Whatever the transactions you completed, finally the on hand is updated within the inventory module. So now after completing the transaction, now let us go to see the on hand availability of the item into the inventory. On hand availability of the item into the inventory module. Okay, so these are the different type of transactions we are going to create within the inventory module. And also there is a plannings also. Okay, so inventory is the item master organization. In one inventory, we can have a more than one sub inventories. Okay, so whatever the sub inventories are in within the inventory, so always we have to keep the item at sub inventory level after creating the item. So if you want to create a new quantity, or if you want to moving the quantity, or if you want to moving the quantity from one inventory to another inventory, or one sub inventory to another sub inventory, at that time we are going to create a different type of the transactions. Different type of the transactions. The transactions are called the sub inventory, miscellaneous transactions. Okay, so if you want to work on the inventory, compulsory must and should use one standard responsibility, inventory responsibility, that is the inventory vision operations USA. So that is the inventory responsibility, inventory vision operations USA. It is a one standard responsibility of the inventory module. Using of this responsibility, we are going to log into the inventory. After login, then we are going to define the setup based on the requirement only. Based on the requirement only. Okay. So next setups we'll see into the next videos. What are the inventory setups? So these are all the inventory menus. Okay. Using the of these menus, we are going to define the setups that we can discuss into the later videos.